the stupid, ugly American and the 50-year-old rookie to Thailand. That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, you ever notice how Americans love to point fingers at tourists? The Russians, the Chinese, the Indians, always somebody else. But let's be honest, sometimes the worst tourist in Thailand is an American. Now, don't misunderstand me, because I'm American and I've been here a long time. But I've been here long enough to see the stereotypes prove themselves over and over again. And the truth is, there are two kinds of Americans who really stand out when they come here to Thailand. The first is the classic ugly American. Loud, arrogant, clueless, and determined to make everyone else miserable. The second is a little different. He's not loud, he's not arrogant, he's just lost. And this is the 50 or 60-year-old rookie. This is the guy who's lived a half a century in the U.S., never gone anywhere, and now he's taking his first trip abroad. And believe me, I got friends like this back home. Now they're 50, 60 years old, and maybe they've gone to Mexico, and that's about it. So, you know, these people may be polite, they may be a little bit timid, and they're not sure really, should they go straight, left, right, backwards, how do they proceed? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're just going to talk about Americans. Americans who are on sort of the extreme. Now, first we're going to talk about the stupid, ugly American, and this guy is a loudmouth. This guy never learned the concept of an indoor voice. He shouts at waitresses or screams in coffee shops like the people around him are deaf. If it's a waitress, he may say, "Oh, no spicy, no spicy, no spicy." And you're sitting there thinking, whoa, whoa. He thinks that raising his voice or speaking loudly is going to change the menu or change the way they deal with you or something like that, which it might. But all it does is make everyone else stare. And honestly, I always try to keep my voice at a mid to lower level just because I don't want to stand out because I'm the loud guy. I don't like that. I don't think many people like it at all. All right, now you got another kind of guy, and these people can be all inclusive, but the tank top philosopher, 72 hours in Thailand, and suddenly he is an expert on Thai politics, Buddhism, the king, currency, the exchange rate. Where did all his wisdom come from? Probably from a bar stool on Sukhumvit Road or in Patpong or something like that. And of course he's delivering it wearing a beer-stained Chang t-shirt, tank top, wife beater that should have been burned a long time ago, probably the day after he bought it. There's those kind of people. Then there is the walking wallet. This guy bleeds cash like a wounded buffalo. Every bar girl is his girlfriend. Every tuk-tuk driver is his best buddy. Oh, God. And 2 weeks later, he's on Facebook telling the world how expensive Thailand has gotten, when the truth is it wasn't Thailand that was expensive. It was his stupidity that cost him 50% more than everybody else. Now, the rule breaker. We got traffic laws, visa rules, safety regulations. It doesn't really matter. He's the American, and in his head, that means he's above it all. Until, of course, the police pull him over. And then he says his line, every cop in Thailand has heard 1,000 times. Back home in America, we don't. Back home in America, we're allowed to do this. I'm an American. What's going on here? I have my rights. The truth is that maybe in America he'd be in jail. All right? So, the ugly attitude, and here's the heart of it. The problem isn't really the tank tops or the sunburns, but it is the arrogance. the idea that Thailand should roll out a red carpet because he showed up with a one-way ticket and he's bought a bucket of cheap booze is kind of ridiculous. Thailand doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't matter if you're American, German, Dutch, you're from Africa. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't owe you anything. All right, now let's talk about the other side, which is the 50, 60-year-old rookie. Now, this is the other type of American, and he's the opposite. He isn't obnoxious. He's overwhelmed. He isn't really arrogant. He's confused. He may be 50 or 60 years old, like I said, and this is the first time he's ever left the United States, and oh my God, I'm thrilled to be here. You can spot him a mile away, the polo shirt tucked into his cargo shorts, white socks with sneakers. His passport is clutched like a security blanket. And he just looks like a tourist and more like a man who has escaped a bunker. The culture shock rookie, you know, back home his idea of exotic was Taco Tuesday. Now he's staring at a steaming bowl of tom yum goong, and he's wondering if it's supposed to smell like that or the cook made a mistake. Oh, God. There are guys like this. They may not be everywhere, but, well, maybe they are everywhere. There's just not all that many of them, hopefully. I don't hang around with these kind of people because I can't stand it. Now, about the currency. The first time he hands a taxi driver a 1,000 baht note, it's like watching someone buy a stick of gum with a $100 bill. When the driver hands him the change, he studies the bills like he's just been giving evidence of a criminal trial. Now, I remember this when I first came here. I used to look at all the coins. Is this right? Now I just kind of know, you know. Also, the language panic. He took 3 minutes of Thai lessons on YouTube before his flight. And now he's determined to use the one word he remembers, well, 2 words, Sawadee krap. He says it to the cashier, the bellboy, the tuk-tuk driver, even the guy cleaning the bathroom. And the problem is he says it like a question. Sawadee krap? Sawadee krap? He's not sure of what he's saying, but he says Sawadee krap, and everybody just smiles politely while he sweats through his shirt. You know, most of the time the guys who come over here the first time or two, they're so anxious and so nervous about everything. Most of them, they sweat a lot, okay? Now, they also have a fear of getting lost. He doesn't trust the maps. GPS, for some reason, he just can't figure it out. It makes no sense to him. And every time he walks down the street, he looks like a man who's not really sure if he's ever going to see his hotel again. Now, let me just give you a tip. When you go into the hotel, get a business card from them. Get 2 of them. Get 3 of them. Okay, get 3. 1 you put in your pocket. 1, if you're carrying a little bag with you or something like that, or you put it in your wallet, you put it in your bag. Then the 3rd one, you leave it at your hotel so that if you need another one, you just got it right there. Okay? Now, the first realization, somewhere between the first plate of pad krapao and his first tuk-tuk ride, he realizes something. Oh my God, the world is bigger than Ohio. Ethel, have you ever seen anything like this? For the first time in his life, he might actually smile. Wow, look at this. Here's the thing. Thailand doesn't really care which type you are. The temples are still going to be here. The beaches will still sparkle. The people will still smile with or without you. But there's a difference. The ugly American thinks Thailand is lucky to have him, and the rookie knows that he's lucky to be here, and that is the key difference. The ugly guy is hated because he's arrogant, and the rookie is pitied because he's helpless. Now, I remember when I first came to Thailand, I came here because the Dutch told me. The Dutch in the Muay Thai gym where I was training in Amsterdam, they told me, yeah, there's lots of perks in Thailand. I didn't really understand them, but I said, oh yeah, okay. And they said that Ramon Decker, the famous Muay Thai fighter, was very, very respected here, and that the Thais loved him. Now, why did they love him? Because he wasn't arrogant. He was very down to earth. So he was not an ugly Dutchman. He was a guy who had his act together. So if you're an American who is planning a trip to Thailand, the truth is that you don't have to be stupid, you don't have to be ugly, and you don't have to be a deer in the headlight frozen in the middle of Suvarnabhumi airport wondering, which way do I go? You just take your time, take it easy, be humble, you learn a lot, you respect the culture always, and I promise you Thailand will give back much more than you ever imagined. Listen, I've been here almost 31 years now, and I can tell you I have changed a lot since I came here. A lot. And for the better. Not to pat myself on my own back, but truly I have learned a lot here, and I think I've improved myself as a human being, and it's because of the Thais. And because I'm in a different culture. If you come here arrogant or you come here terrified, this country will chew you up and spit you out before you even know what happened. So don't be the ugly American. Don't be the lost rookie. Be better. Because Thailand deserves better, and so do you. Remember to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you'd like to show your support for the channel, you can do so by joining the VIP section of the channel for as little as $1.99. Just click the join button down below the video window. So that's all I have. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di leo jerken mai. That's good luck, and see you again. Take care.